Well, it's been 4 days, and help me, oh God, help. Help me, oh God. 320 comments. Jeez. Well, I didn't expect the Q&A thing to actually take off as much as it did. I expected maybe like 10, 20 comments, but I got way more than I was expecting. Luckily, most of them were just re-asks, like a lot of people asked the same question, maybe worded differently. I guess might as well get right into it. So just to answer these right out of the bat, I use mainly Shimonetta, New Game, Yuri, and I think those are the 3 main anime girl things I constantly use in my thumbnails and as reaction images, so you can please stop asking me this. This is the first one I'm going to answer, because it was asked too many times. So these are in, like, no particular order. Like, one of the first ones I got, it's one I got a lot. It's, what type of stand? What would your stand be? And I guess, I don't think I've ever done it on a video, like a fan-made stand, like, what would its abilities be and, like, what would its stats be? I made a stand called Floral Shop a while back. It's a non-combat stand. It creates cherry blossoms that if you touch them, you become increasingly relaxed until you're too relaxed to move. Its stats are E in destructive power, B in speed, A in range with 150 meters, A in durability, C in precision, and C in developmental potential. And it was a fun little stand. It's a vaporwave stand, so I thought it would fit to have kind of a weird, non-really combattle power. Its design is kind of like a bust, but like a bust floating in like the middle of the air, with its face kind of cracked and blurred as if it's been mosaicked. And floating next to the shoulders and the torso of the bust are 3 orbs, one on each part of it, like so one on the shoulder, one on the other shoulder, and one at the torso. And these orbs are what, like, leak, like, watery versions of those cherry blossoms that blow away in the wind. So I thought, it's kind of like it's a weird, hard to imagine, but, like, not hard to imagine type of thing, and that's one of the reasons I really like it. Another very similar question I got related to fan-made stands. What is IMA's stand? Well, I came up with one. It's called Cult of Personality. This one I came up with not too long ago. It has a B in destructive power, C in speed, C in range, A in durability, A in precision, and A in developmental potential. And it's a stand that elevates the user's charisma to be on par with great leaders of the past, making it strong enough to convince anyone of their cause in its range. She can also use this stand to precisely target one person and convert them forcefully. This will force them to her cause, but it also drains all of her energy for the day. Its energy can be stored into simple objects like cards or magazines. And I feel like this stand fits her. It's not incredibly overpowered, and it fits the idea that she'd be using a stand for her cause. And it's not like instantly the perfect stand she needs, like a stand that makes everything lewd or convinces everyone that things are lewd. Next we have the question, why do you like Shimonetta so much? I have a video I'm working on right now for that. But to be short about it, I love the concept, and I really enjoyed the characters' interactions. It's something that it seems stupid on the surface, but was a lot more than I was expecting out of it, and I really loved it for that. Next question, if I was given $1 million to advertise Shimonetta, how would I do it? And what would I do with the leftover money? Well, obviously you said Season 2. Pay translators. That's what I would do, pay translators to translate the light novels, and then package release the light novels with the Blu-ray DVDs. Because holy fuck, I don't care if I would lose all the money right away, I want those light novels. Which is stronger, Steamroller or an Ambulance? Well, an Ambulance has a 1-0 kill streak, where the Roadroller has a 0-1. So, I think we both know. What JoJo character would you want to be fucked by? Well, that's an interesting question. Guess Diavolo or Doppio. Moving on. Which do I like more, Duwang Josuke or JoJo Leon Josuke, design-wise? Well, I don't dislike Josuke from Part 4, but JoJo Leon Josuke is just way more interesting design-wise, so I'm gonna go with JoJo Leon Josuke. I got a few of these as well. Which is the best Love Live girl? Or, which is the best Love Live girl of Sunshine and then regular Love Live? Well, let me just answer both of those together. Nico and you. Fight me. What is the creepiest stand in your opinion? I think Metallica really creeped me out when I saw it originally, like tiny little metal beings inside of a fucking severed foot. It's like, ooh, that's I don't like that. Get that out of my face. What race should I use in Skyrim for Battle Mage? High Elf or, I'm just gonna stop you right there. The only race that you should play is uninstalling bad games. Would you fuck Neuroncius' tight little boy pussy? Yes. Next. Why do you always personify yourself with shitty anime girls? Because at first I'm making content that I want to watch and that I can enjoy watching, which includes adding anime girls. Right now, it's mainly because everyone keeps complaining about it. It makes me want to do it more. It's honestly really funny that every time someone leaves like a complaint like that, it only makes me want to add more to the video. Next, what's your favorite Pokemon? Roselia. Next, who's your favorite Brojo? Well, I'm gonna do a toss-up between Bruno and Polnareff because they're both really good brojos. Next, will you ever make a Kamen Rider video in the style of your JoJo videos or other videos? If I become more familiar with the series as a whole, which I'm not very familiar with Kamen Rider, I have a fleeting knowledge of the show that was shown with Power Rangers, and I only know Forza really well right now. So, possibly, if I get more invested. Next, what's your favorite stand design? Right now it's either Nut King Call or Purple Haze. Next, who's your favorite Yuri Yuri girl? Top Brat. Sakurako. Next, what is the best part of JoJo? Part 5 is the best. I'm working on a long video about that, but I'm not sure when that will be finished, honestly. Next, are you and X-Force gay for each other? Ask Zipper. Next, who is your personal favorite JoJo? Gerno Giovanna. Next, who is the best husband out of all of the Pillarmen? Santana or Wamu? Santana mainly because it would be kind of funny to take care of this like really stupid looking like animal man who looks really, really jacked. And Wamu because he's on her bro. Next, what's your favorite part about making videos? Editing. I really like editing. Next, what are you gonna do when JoJo ends? So since it's not ending anytime soon, but when it does, I'll do a complete reread of everything straight through canonical order. If you mean like, what am I gonna do with my channel after JoJo ends? I don't know, hopefully I'll have found something other than JoJo to talk about at that time, because that's like 5 years from now, maybe? Next, what's your favorite JoJo meme? Mostly anything Sour makes kind of cracks me up, yet when it comes to like popular, like really ingrained JoJo meme shit, when the To Be Continued is done right, it can be really funny. Next, what is the best thing about JoJo? It's a really creative yet rule-driven adventure featuring one of the best character writers alive today. So, that's what's so great about JoJo. Next, should I watch the anime you keep suggesting? Yes, you should buy it too at funimation.com/show/Shimonetta. Next, do you and Only Afro have a relationship? Yeah, we're friends. That's it, really. Next, which is your least favorite stand? Honestly, it's Babyface. The stand that was kind of dull. I mean, like, it's honestly the worst part compared to the rest of the stands in its part. So that's why I think Babyface is, like, the worst stand. Where, like, there are stands that I don't like more, but they're in parts that don't have as great as stands as Part 5 stands. So it's like, it's a sore thumb amongst all the other stands. Next, any shows that you enjoy that aren't anime? Any favorite movies? I really like Kamen Rider right now. I mean, that's not technically anime. You also have Doctor Who, which I watched for like 6 seasons. Then Supernatural I watched for like 5 seasons too many. My favorite movie series is Tremors, though my favorite movie is Jacob's Ladder. Next, what's your favorite non-combat stand? It's a toss-up between California King Bed and Pearl Jam. Next, what do you do for work? I work IT, mainly service desk work, so it's not amazing work, but it's fun. I like it. Next, what would you rather have? Killer Queen with all abilities, King Crimson with Epitaph, or White Snake with one disc of a stand of your choice? I'd either go with King Crimson with Epitaph, or White Snake with the disc of King Crimson. But I'd go with King Crimson and Epitaph, because that means I'll get a split personality, and that means my split personality will be Doppio, because stands are tied to people's souls, so it'd be specifically Doppio, and I wouldn't mind having Doppio as a split personality. Next, what's your favorite scene from Shimonetta? I really enjoy the hijacking scenes in which all the buses are being hijacked by the actual terrorists. It's a really enjoyable, fun scene. Next, are you sponsored by Funimation to shill Shimonetta? God, I wish. They are missing out on a chance. If they paid me money, I would fucking do so much more with my shilling. Next, why do ghosts come out of strong guys' backs? Because the ripple. Next, what made you create your channel, and did you think JoJo was going to be the main focus? I created my channel a while back just to have one to comment on things, and my channel is like 9.5 years old. And did I think that JoJo was going to be the main focus? Well, 9 years ago when I made that channel, did I think that the VHS tape I stole from my local library was going to begin my 10K subscriber channel? Yeah, of course. Epitaph. I just saw it in the future. Next. Who has the best ass in JoJo? Josuke. It's genetically superior. Next. How did you meet X-Forts? Well, you see, he commented on one of my videos a while back, and I found his content to be very enjoyable, so I proceeded to shit-talk him in a video as a joke until we actually talked for real. I am Tsunhime to the very end. Next, Shimonetta or New Game? Shimonetta. This isn't even a question. Next, which character do you think has the best defined motive, and how well do you think they fit their respective parts? I think Johnny and Jonathan both fit their parts perfectly and have the best defined motive. Which, with Jonathan, it's defeat my brother and save my dad, now avenge my dad. And with Johnny, it's fix my fucking legs. Next, ass or titties? Ass, baby. Ass all the way. Next, what's your waifu? I don't really understand this question, so the only answer I have is the best girl. Next, Love Live or Idolmaster? Why not both? But I'm more familiar with Love Live than I am with Idolmaster, but they're both pretty okay. Next, what's your favorite band or musician that you discovered through JoJo? Moody Blues and Red Hot Chili Peppers. I knew about Red Hot Chili Peppers prior to JoJo, but I never listened to them before. And also, most of Court of the Crimson King I hadn't heard until reading Part 5. Next, what series are you a fan of and why? It doesn't have to be anime or manga, it could be Western cartoons or comics. Hell, it could be board games or tabletop RPGs. What tickles your fancy and why? Well, I do love Dungeons & Dragons and Pathfinder. Those are two things I'm very passionate about. They're two things I got really into. I also love the Soul series. I love No More Heroes. I've been recently getting into Shin Megami Tensei, the actual games, not just Persona, but I do really like Persona as well. I really enjoy Scott Pilgrim for a bit. That one I haven't touched in a while. And I am a huge Metal Gear Solid buff. I fucking am a walking encyclopedia of Metal Gear Solid stupid trivia. If you guys want to, if you listen this far into, I mean, this has been a long video so far. If you want to, I can start doing Metal Gear Solid videos as well, because I am very passionate about how stupid I love this fucking series so fucking much. It's so dumb and I love it. It's beautiful. Hideo Kojima, love his games. 10 out of 10. Better than JoJo. As good as JoJo. Same par as JoJo. I also really like Resident Evil. Resident Evil's really good. I've been a big fan of I'm a fan of a lot of things, but like JoJo is one of the ones that I just love fucking reading right now. Next, when will Berserk get off hiatus? When Araki continues Dead Man's questions. Next, who gets more bitches, you or X-Forts? Well, girls are kind of icky, so X-Forts, I guess. Next, who do you main in Eyes of Heaven? Maining in a non-fighting game. Okay. I like to play Diavolo and Giorno. That's my favorites. But I also used to be good at Mista. Next. Are you excited for the JoJo live action? Kinda. I mean, nothing has been, like, offensive yet. Next. How many copies of Shimonetta, A Boring World Where the Concept of Dirty Jokes Doesn't Exist, do you own? How many breads have you eaten? Next. What got you into JoJo? Okay, so, when I was, like, 8, I think, I stole a copy of Part 3's OVAs from my library back. It was really dumb. By stole, I mean I never returned it. I really enjoyed it from there, and I started looking online, and I got as up to date as I could. I read 1 through 3 a little bit. I mean, 1 to 3 for a little bit, but, like, it was old internet, really bad scans. Probably didn't get the full experience. That's why I'm rereading it now with my JoJoniums. And I really rediscovered my love for it back when the 2012 series began. And that's kind of how I got into JoJo. I got into it very young. I also got into Evangelion really young. I also got into a lot of Fist of the North Star really young. I started my anime, like, elitism at, like, 8. So, and it was downhill from there. Who has the best hairstyle in all of JoJo's chapters? This is a toss-up between Cars, Josuke, and Giorno. I love the hair donuts, I love the flowing long mane, and I love Josuke's pompadour. They're all great. Love them all. Mwah. Next, the Stand Tower of Grey versus Wamu. Who would win? Is this a real question? Wamu wins. Like, Wamu beats most stand users. Next, are you still a disgusting weeaboo? Yes. Next, what anime and manga do you love other than JoJo? I have this lovely page on a website called My Anime List. I will answer all of these questions. What's the airspeed velocity of an unlaid swallow? Apparently 11 meters per second, says Google. Next, white pantasues or black pantasues? This isn't even really a question either, is it? White pantasues, of course. Next, most of the community doesn't really like Giorno or Diavolo. What's your opinion on these two? Personally, my favorite villain and JoJo, so I think that says enough. Next, in case no one asked, which I doubt, what are your thoughts on the Nintendo Switch? Will you be getting one? I'm waiting for more information on the Switch itself, because as it stands, it looks like it's going to be good, but I still want more, like, killer apps to be out before I even touch it. Like, No More Heroes is truly confirmed, like No More Heroes 3, if you show me it, if you show me that it's done, fucking Switch purchase. Without confirmed Switch purchase. Next, anime of the year other than JoJo? Konosuba. I liked a lot of things this year. I didn't get to finish a lot of it. Keijo was also really good. Even though like it like stole a lot of things, I did enjoy Yuri on Ice. I haven't finished it yet though. There's a lot this year that I liked, but Konosuba is my favorite. Next, which do you like most? Aliens, ghosts, or cyborgs? Aliens are dope as fuck, man. Aliens. Next, why does JoJo suck? Because Araki is a great character writer, great character designer, horrible at consistent details. Next, what's your favorite anime/manga, or at least one of the best? Well, you see, I have this lovely page. It's on a website called My Anime List, and it will answer this question perfectly. Next, who is the best girl in general? Ayame Kajo. Next, what video did you have the most fun making? It's a toss-up between Kira Please Remember and anything else that is a shitpost video. But Kira Please Remember is one of my favorites that I have made. Because I remember looking at it and I go, I can make this before anyone else does. I'm upset that I didn't wait for raw footage to come out, because if I did, the subtitling would have looked better. But god, I fucking love that video. I've actually rewatched it too many times. More than I want to admit. I know you're catching up on Berserk, so you do a video on it, my dude? Yeah, if I find something interesting, I'll talk about it, because I like Berserk so far, and if I can find something that I can make a video about that I can actually enjoy talking about, then hell yeah. I also need to get the Musou game so I can have background footage. Next, why did you decide to make JoJo-themed content? Also, did anyone inspire you to start making videos on YouTube? I made JoJo-themed content because I really enjoyed JoJo, but people who inspired me to make videos along the lines of Mother's Basement and Demolition D, the former I haven't been keeping up on. Also, Best Guy Ever has really inspired how I like to edit things. But the reason I chose JoJo specifically is because I felt like there was a lot of misinformation out about JoJo, and there weren't a lot of people talking about it. As popular as JoJo is, it wasn't being talked about too frequently online, and the little bits that were had like misinformation about like Poochie's stand and how it like kills everything. And like when you watch that and you know this information, you can't really, like, commenting on YouTube doesn't do much, in my opinion. So I needed to get my 2 cents out there, I needed to get my word out there, so I started making videos. Also, my career began with a joke video, or like my actual, like the introduction to my channel began with like a joke video, because I wanted to show that like, not only will I come at you with information, but I'll come at you with jokes. So that's why I started making videos about JoJo. Next, are you gay? If so, am I gay? And if that's the case, are we gay for each other? To answer those questions in order, yes, maybe, no. Next, what's your favorite JoJo novel? Purple Haze feedback. Hands down. Next, what would be your ideal ending for JoJo as a whole? Honestly, I felt like Part 6's ending, as much shit as I give Part 6, was an actual solid ending for JoJo as a whole. But since we've gone past that, and we've ended up in a new type of event, I'd like to see... I really like Eyes of Heaven's handling of it. I'd like to see an Eyes of Heaven-like reality jumping of events, in which we go through all these plot holes and we fix them up. We go George Joestar on our asses. We start pulling out random characters from different events. We're throwing together the ultimate team. The final conclusion will be everyone coming together and creating this great, massive fight. I mean, I like George Joestar because of how ambitious it is and how much it tries to do that specifically, but I'd like to see it handled by Araki himself, actually, and I think that'd be really great. Next, what is the least and most atrocious name change to you? I think Shining Diamond is probably the least atrocious because it still carries the original meaning, the original song term. It's just not Crazy Diamond, which is fine. But I think like the most atrocious ones are like Cry Cry Doll or Flaccid Pancake or Worst Company, which are just mouthfuls to say and they sound stupid in comparison. Next, who is your true ultimate secret special waifu? Zipper. Next, what does Only Afro's cock taste like? Estes and shame. Next, what's your favorite video game and why? My favorite video game is Diablo 2. I played it a lot growing up, and it's one of the first bits of online interaction I've had when it comes to like multiplayer games, and it's honestly the best Blizzard game, hands down. No questions asked. Next, what's your favorite fight in G Gundam? The final fight with Master Asia. Next, why do you like Hifumi Takamoto so much? I relate with her on a fucking spiritual level. Next, the funniest moment in Bo 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 Bo? The cliffhanger ending to the entire series. It's fucking great. And we did it. We finally got through all of the questions. Holy shit, that was a lot. Oh god, this took like 3 days because of fucking time constraints. I got sick. Probably still am a little sick, so if I sound a little weird, it's because I'm sick. But holy fuck. If you sat through this entire video, I thank you very much for sitting through this and dealing with this long string of like, what is this, 22 minutes of answering questions? Jesus fucking Christ. I hope I didn't miss your question. If I did, I apologize. If you want to ask me any more questions in the comments, I'm probably not going to get to them as soon as possible. But feel free to ask them below in the comment section. If this video occupied your time, occupied your boredom for like 20 minutes, it's fine. Give me a like, please. That would be fantastic. And have a lovely day.